Chairman, I'm flabbergasted. I don't know where to really start. When someone that's elected by the people comes in here, first of all, to be elected here and get enough votes to get elected, and that amount of people are depending on a person to do the right thing, but to come in here and try to use his influence here to obliterate the rights and the proposals that are put in place by a local authority, and when they arrive at something collectively together, and we have 33 councillors elected to Kerry County Council, and to think that someone here inside, or a group of people here inside in this chamber, would try to deny them what they had put together over days and hours and time and management as well, all the work that they do together. And I have to remind you here that councillors hardly get paid anything, only expenses for their time and for travel, and to think that we try to take all the powers that they have and entrust it to An Bord Pleanála, and we know what An Bord Pleanála have been in recent times, and indeed in times long ago as well, because they have not acted fairly and squarely at a lot of the time. But to try to suggest to take the powers away from the local authority, and some of the things that are here by the way of amendments, and I'm glad at least the Minister is not accepting them, but because certainly it looks to me that any proposed road development or scheme would not be accepted or allowed to go ahead if it was to help cars or vehicles that were not electrically operated, or if it wasn't for walking or for cycling. God Almighty, man alive, what kind of a mind would put this kind of a story together? I mean, it would mean that we couldn't remove a shrub or a tree to give vision around a turn in a narrow road where there might be a good bit of traffic, and where it's dangerous to travel for even school buses or vehicles providing suppliers bringing materials or feed to farmers. And to think that you could blindfold us here and make us vote for something like that, and to put it through the chamber here, or put it through the Dáil. Who the bloody hell do you think you are to try to do that to the people of Ireland, or to the people of Kerry that we're representing? That we couldn't widen a turn, or that we couldn't remove a bend, or straighten a bit of a road where there's accidents day after day, unless that people were driving an electrically operated car or an electric bicycle. And I'll tell you so much about 2 electric bicycles anyway, seeing as it came up here. I have a man across the road from me. He bought 2 electric bicycles. The 2, he gave over 1,700 euros for them over a year ago. The 2 of them were broken down now. They want 2 new batteries, and he'll have to give over 500 euros for the battery for these bicycles. That's the God's gospel truth. I'm not making it up. I meet him every day when I'm at home. He's my next door neighbour, and this is the kind of a mind that's working here inside. Tell us we won't be able to widen a road unless it's for walking or cycling, or for use of electric bicycles, or if it is for public transport. There's no thought about the man or woman that's trying to get you up this morning, leaving some rural place like Guinevere or Scotland Lane or Brasna, and trying to make their way maybe down miles of narrow roads to get onto the N72 or onto the N22, which will take them to Cork or to Mallow or whatever, and no thought about them people at all. Or they try to deny them the right of widening a road. God help us, where are we with the Killarney bypass? 'Tis no wonder this is going on since 2004. We were told to go ahead and that tenders would be put out in a couple of years, but 'tis backwards has gone now in the last 2 or 3 years since this government has got into power, and it's no wonder, because roads that were sanctioned, we see the minister himself trying to block them in Limerick and other places. So the Killarney bypass, that's vital, because the town is choked because of the lack of it. God only knows when that will go ahead, if he'll remain in power. And I can see there's a certain amount of how to say, he's gone frantic at the present time, because he know from the, you know, like what we're hearing, that he finished after this term, and he's trying to rush everything as drastic and any kind of a proposal at all that he been here, he's trying to rush it through here, knowing that he'll never again. And I don't know who'll be elected next time. I may not be elected myself, but there's one thing sure: he won't be elected. And not in rural Ireland anyway. I can guarantee that he won't be elected from the people of by the people of rural Ireland. So whatever ideas he'd want to be fairer with your ideas, if there's certain things that he want to get through here, but what he proposes at the present time is absolutely ridiculous, trying to force people not that they can't be allowed to widen roads or take bins, and that they must buy electric cars after 2030. Get real, because you're not real at the present time anyway.